Boxing now, so let's get ready to rumble with our world heavyweight champion who had yet another knockout year, David Haye.
I was down at the Crystal Palace in London, training to box for England. David Haye was there, and then I said to him, "How old are you?" And he says, "I'm 18. I thought, bloody hell, he's 18 years old. You know, this big guy knocking everybody out, really confident, walking around like he owns the place. I was quite impressed by him, and you know, from there on, for almost 10 years now, we've been mates.
As a kid growing up, I used to watch boxing, obviously Mike Tyson and people like Lennox Lewis. The heavyweight champion of the world was like somewhere out there that you could never touch it, and he's managed to get there.
Here is the defending world champion, David Haye!
As a heavyweight, I've never really seen him in any real trouble. Whoever David Haye jumps in the ring with, he does what he says he's going to do. As soon as he sees his moment, he takes it, and he hits you hard with both hands from awkward angles, and he stands there until he gets you out of there.
David has added a little spice of showmanship. It takes a lot to shut him up.
As history shows for heavyweight champions of the world, he's not a big heavyweight, but that shows the courage and the strength he's got and the confidence in himself, and he's very ballsy.
It's great for kids to see as well that it's not always the big guys and the big people that win things. David's come in, he's lighter, but he's combated that with speed, his agility and his ability to kind of get in and get punches off before people kind of even blink.
When I watch David Haye fight, I feel like I've got the nerves in my stomach, and I feel sick sometimes, especially when he's like gunslinging from the hip and he doesn't need to be, and he's getting hit with shots. It's nerve-wracking time, but it's really exciting for me to watch him fight, and when he wins, it's a very proud moment.
That's a great achievement, and I think being able to talk like he does and being able to back it up in his last two big fights has only enhances his reputation.
It's some story, it really is.
Sadly, David isn't with us tonight. He's got flu and he's watching at home, so get well soon, David. But we are joined by former Sports Personality of the Year, Joe Calzaghe, and you know David well. What would you say were his best strengths?
Well, basically everything. You know, he's exciting. That's the main thing with the heavyweight division at the moment. I think it's lacking a personality like David Haye, and what he brings is punching power, speed. He talks a lot, which is, I think, it sells, and I love watching him fight.
As you say, he's something of a showman, but he's also relatively small, isn't he, in heavyweight terms? How does he overcome that?
Basically, speed. You know, speed and footwork, and that's it, and the way he works and moves around the ring. And I think that, as you see in his last couple of fights, he's improving all the time. And I think, like most sports fans and boxing fans, I want to see him fight the Klitschko's, and I think that would be an amazing fight.
And that's next for him. He's just got to unify all those titles, do you think, to make total greatness?
I think so. I think with myself, I was champion for 8 years before I had the opportunity to fight Lacey. I think with David, he's going the short track. He's had some great wins, but he needs to fight the Klitschko's, and I think he can win. I think he can win them fights.
Okay, thanks very much, Joe. And of course, we all wish David Haye good luck tonight.